Hi all, so welcome back to my channel Code Basics. So today we will be going through Unix Linux Touch, mkdir, rmdir and rm commands. Okay, so let's go to Ubuntu terminal and we will see how you can use those commands. Okay, now we are into Ubuntu terminal and we will see touch command. So what is touch command? So it will help you to create empty files. Okay, so using touch command you can create multiple empty files as well. So the syntax is touch and your file name. So here I am creating one file, file 10 suppose. Okay, now you can use ls. So you can see file 10 or you can use ls-l. Okay, so if we want to create multiple files, then you can use touch file 20, suppose file 30. We are giving sequential numbers for our easy understanding. File 40. Okay, now do ls. Okay, so all these four files are created and these are empty files. Okay, so how can you check if the files are empty or not? So you can use file star. So you can see it is showing these files are empty. Okay, now if we want to add some text into any of the file, then we can use cat command. Okay, so cat file 10. Okay, now just put some text here, like we are adding text here. This is for testing. Okay, and then press Control D to come out of that. Okay, then you just do ls, sorry, ls-l. Yeah, you can see file 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, now you use file star. Now it is showing file 10 is not empty, it is showing ASCII text. Okay, so what is ASCII? So ASCII here means it contains alphabet, numbers and special characters. Okay, so let me clear it. Yeah, now if I do ls-l, you can see all these files are created, and you can see here all these files are created as per my system time. It's 12:59 a.m. Okay, but file 10 is showing 1 a.m. because we modified that file while we entered the text, correct? So if we use touch command, if you use touch hyphen a to see the last access time, okay, and give file 10, it will not give you anything. Okay, so now if you use touch hyphen m and file 10 hyphen m is for last modified time. Okay, now press enter and do ls hyphen l. So you can see here file 2 is modified at 1 2 a.m. Okay, so that time we have entered the text. Okay, now if we want to see what all modifications we did in file 10, then we can use one command stat. Okay, stat file 10. So here it will give you all the details. So stat will give the status of the file, like file name, size, block, input, output, regular file, all the details you will get using stat command. Okay, so in this touch command we have created four files. Okay, so file 10 we have added text and remaining file 20, 30 and 40 is empty file. Okay, you can see this using file star. Okay, now we will be going into directories. So let me clear it. So files are classified into three types. One is normal file, directory file and special file. Okay, so normal files we have already created using touch command. Okay, So now what is a directory? So a directory, it's nothing but a location where we are storing the files and subdirectories. So files contain your data, okay, and directories will contain files and subdirectories. So how we will create directory? We will just create a directory using mkdir, that is make directory. Okay, so we will create one directory mkdir, suppose 10, dir 10, and press enter. Okay, then you can use ls-l. You can see here dir 10 and it is showing in blue color. So here means it is a directory. Okay, now if we use pwd, you can see here we are into this Linux parent directory. Okay, so now if we want to go into this dir10 directory, then what we will do, we will use cd command. Cd is change directory. So cd dir10. Okay, now you can use pwd and you can see we are into dir10 directory. It is our present working directory. Okay, now suppose if you want to come out of this directory, okay, then you have to use cd space dot dot. So you are coming one directory back. Okay, so if you use pwd now, you can see we are again into this parent folder Linux. Okay, so let me clear it. Yeah. Now suppose if you give cd dot dot slash dot dot enter, so it will come out from two directories at a time. Okay, now if you use pwd, you can see we are now into home directory. Okay, so now we are into home directory. Okay, so after coming out two directories using cd dot dot slash dot dot, now we are into our home directory. So if you do ls, you can see my directory. So I will go to this directory, and now if you see Linux folder is there. So cd Linux. Now give pwd. Now again you are into this Linux directory. Okay, and you can see all those files and directories which we have created. Okay, so let me clear it. So now you are clear. Okay, and also you can create multiple directories using mkdir. Okay, so we are into Linux directory. Okay, and you can see all those directory and files which we have created. Okay, now if you want to create multiple directories, so you can use mkdir and then you can create other directories dir 20, dir 30, dir 40, and so on. Okay, and give ls, so you can see all four directories which we have created. Okay, okay, so we have seen touch command, we have seen mkdir command. Now we will see how to remove a directory. Okay, so for removing we will use rm command. Okay, so rm command is a very powerful command and it will help you to remove the files as well as directories. Okay, so if you see man command, manual of rm command, you can see all the options. Okay, so rm is for removing files or directories. Okay, and then you can have all this I, okay, for prompt before every removal, and then you have hyphen v for verbose. Okay, r for recursive. Okay, so remove directories and their contents recursively when we use hyphen r command. Okay, okay, so now what we will see, if we want to remove file, suppose rm file 10, so it is removed. Okay, and give ls hyphen l, you can see rm. Using rm command, we have removed file 10. Now you cannot see that file 10. Okay, we can see file 20, 30, 40 and other directories. Now suppose if you want to remove all those files at a time, you can use rm file 20, file 30 and file 40. So if you want to display message, okay, so you can give rm-i and then press enter. So you can see you are getting a message that you want to remove regular empty file. So if you give y, it means yes. Okay. And if you give n, so it will indicate no and it will not remove the directory. So here we are giving y. Okay. Yeah. Now do ls. You can see all those files are removed. Now you can see only the directories. Okay. So let me clear it. Yeah. Now we will be using rmdir command to remove the directories. Okay. So if you use rmdir dir 20, you can see it's removed. Okay. And if you use rmdir dir 30, dir 40, it will be removed. You can see now only you have directory train dir 10. Okay. Now what we will do, we will go inside this directory dir 10. Okay. So if you give pwd, now you are into this dir 10 directory. Okay. So what we will do, we will create, let me clear it. So what we will do, we will create another directory inside dir 10. Okay. So mkdir, suppose dir 50. So you can see this dir 50 is created. Okay. And if you go cd dir 50, you are into this path. So you are into dir 10 and then inside dir 10 you have dir 50. Okay. So now I am going back one directory. So we are now into dir 10. I am going another dir. I am going back to another directory. Then you use pwd, so you can see Linux folder. Okay. And do ls-l, you can see this. Now if you want to, sorry, now if you want to do rmdir dir 10, you can see you are getting a message that failed to remove and directory is not empty. Okay, right? Because we have created another subdirectory dir 50 inside dir 10. Okay. So in that case, and also if you use rm command, rmdir 10, you will get this message that it cannot be removed because it's a directory. Okay. So in that case, what we will do, we will use rm hyphen r. It r means recursive. Okay. So it will remove all the directories inside the main directory. Okay. So it will recursively remove all those directories. Then you can put dir 10. So you can see dir 10 is now removed and we have not got any message. You can see ls-l, so it is giving 0. Okay, so using rm-r and the directory name, it is completely removed and the structure is also removed. Okay, so this is how we can use rm commands. So thank you for watching and we will be bringing you more informative sessions in our next videos. Okay, so thank you for watching.